Hi.
Hey, how are
Sure.
you?
Hi. We are here today to talk about a really, I think, we hope, fun, fun show that will serve as the official reopening of the Court Street Theater. It's called the One Hit Wonders. That's the short version. It's a longer title. And it is being presented by the Saginaw Choral Society on February 13 and 14. So we're here today to talk about its creator and the director Ric Roberts. Hi, Ric. How you doing?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, give me the full title.
The full title is the Jukebox One Hit Wonders, the Musical Misfits. I actually had to pull it up because it's a
I,
mouthful.
that's why I thought let him do it. I'm going to mess it up.
Me
So
too.
what is the criteria?
So I've been very lucky that the Choral Society has asked me to do. I think this. I was trying to think before the interview started. This is either my sixth or seventh
At least.
cabaret that I've written
Yep.
for them,
Yep.
and so each year the criteria is we try to find a genre of music, either a period or a certain singer or a certain songwriter that will really connect to our audience. And so that's why we primarily, I just was speaking to Bob Martin, and that's why we primarily use 50s, 60s, and 70s because that's our age group.
Hey.
And I am now part of it. I turned 60 next month, so.
Try 80, pal. You got nothing. Okay. But so one hit, does that refer to that's the only thing that singer got? What is the one hit?
Okay, so a one-hit wonder is it's well, first of all, it's a very broad term, obviously.
Okay.
But basically, what the one-hit wonder term is it's a group or a single performer that had one number one hit or in the top 10 and then really never had anything else. It doesn't mean they didn't put out multiple albums. It's
Okay.
just that they had one really big hit that we all know, and you would say, "Hey, what else did Looking Glass sing?"
Yeah. Okay.
I have no idea.
That's what.
Yeah.
So and the coverage here is the 60s and 70s. I read
Yes,
on
it
that.
starts in 1961 and goes to 1979.
And how many songs are on the program?
There are 21.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So, well, each of the interesting thing also is these songs are also roughly no more than 3 minutes long.
Oh. Okay.
So the music takes about 60 minutes, and then of course we have our the vehicle that we're using in between to make it
Yep.
work.
And how many singers involved?
This year we have 13. It's the largest cast we've had,
Okay.
and we have a primary group of singers. But this year we also had we included a four-member chorus,
Oh.
and the reason we did that is because the Choral Society has a lot of really fine singers, as
Right.
you know,
Right.
but a lot of them aren't performers where they want to step outside and do a solo, but they still wanted to be involved. And many of these songs in the 60s and 70s, of course, had lots of background singing. And
Ah.
and then of course we do a full group number at the end of Act One and a full group number at the end of Act Two.
So do
So
you have some solos, some duets, some
yes,
trios? Yeah.
it's actually all solos this year,
Oh.
including and this year is the first year we actually have an instrumental solo because there's several one-hit wonders that were instrumentals also.
Okay. And what's the accompaniment for the singers?
The of the musicians or of the group of the made up group.
When somebody's singing, who's accompanying them?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Brian Latimer on piano. We've had Kevin Cole in the past, obviously, but he had a commitment this year. And Brian Latimer and I have
Oh,
worked
he's
on
great. Yeah.
dozens of
Great.
musicals,
Great.
and to be honest, he's one of the finest musical accompanists, at least from a vocalist standpoint. He's really
Wow.
sensitive to
Okay.
their needs. He's
Okay.
terrific.
Okay.
And on percussion and bass, I'm very lucky to have Steve Nyquist, who is one of
Oh.
the best percussionists in the area, and
Yep.
Joe Balbo on bass, and he's
Okay.
terrific.
Okay.
And this year is the first time also Joe Balbo, who's been with us for a few years, is actually stepping out and doing two numbers himself because he's a really fine singer too.
Okay. Why not? Costuming?
It's going to be we're all going to be in black, and then we're going to each performer can accent their costume to fit their song if they'd like to.
And I assume a script, obviously, tying it all together.
Yeah, the script this year, every year, that's the hardest part of this whole thing is putting it together, is trying to find a way to have a connective tissue to connect the songs instead of just saying, well, they're one hit wonders, good, let's go. This year, it's going to be a parody of America's Top 40. So
Oh.
with Casey Kasem. So, and the funnest thing about this has been writing some of the dedications because they're just ridiculous. So
when you decided this one hit wonder thing, how did you research what's out there, and was there tons of it, or?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I was a little overwhelmed because the one hit wonder terms goes all the way back to the 30s,
Oh,
and
okay.
there were just putting a list together. There was over 200 songs on a list,
Oh my
and
God.
then I started to think, well, okay, let's do 60s and 70s, and then it whittled it down to about 100, and then I looked at ones that were really top 10. But there's some that are just terrific that we couldn't fit in,
Yep.
but I think we have a really good. Every single person that comes to the show will know every single song.
What's one of your favorites?
Um, well, I love Brandy by Looking Glass.
Okay.
Oh, the sailors say Brandy, what a fun. I love that one. I love Harper Valley PTA, which
That's
Stephanie
yeah.
Bale is singing, and she is fantastic. We're doing, if you remember the old song, uh, Music Box Dancer. It's just on piano.
Oh yeah. Yep.
That's going to be played this year. So there's some really great numbers. And
You
the ending number we come out with the encore. It's Starland Vocal Band's Afternoon Delight.
and then you light up my life. My God, is
Oh
that
yeah,
the one? Isn't yeah.
yeah,
Oh
absolutely.
yeah. And I was surprised with To Sir with Love.
Lulu only had one big hit, and that
Yeah,
was it.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was because of the movie, right?
yeah, in 1967. Yeah, with
Yeah,
Pistini Poitier. Yeah.
yeah. Okay. And then the end of see, I'm a country fan. The End of the World with Skeeter Davis.
Oh yeah.
The one I was surprised about was Vicki Lawrence. I had forgotten she sang the night the lights went out in Georgia. I
Yeah,
didn't.
and you know what? What's funny is that actually is not in the show.
Oh,
It was. I know it was on the list that Tammy sent you, but
yeah.
that was a pre-list that we were putting together stuff. And we substituted that one with Harper Valley PTA because
Okay.
it just fits the storyline a little bit better.
Now, what are you going to do if the darn audience starts singing along?
Well, they did last year. Last year was all 70s, 60s, and 70s, and there were people showed up in costume, which we didn't expect. My favorite thing, we have 5 or 6 that are brand new this year to the group, and I told them, I said, just so you understand, the minute you start singing, they're gonna go, "Oh, I love that song," or "Oh, that's great," or they're gonna sing backup with you. And I don't think they believe me, but they will do
They
it.
will
Yeah,
do it. Yeah,
yeah.
they do it.
And at the end, they were up dancing last year because our ending was Crocodile Rock by Elton John, and they were people up and dancing in the aisles. So
I thought, oh my God, 96 Tears was a one-hit wonder. No,
it is with question mark and the Mysterians, and I
yeah,
really wanted to use it, but so some of the songs we know we can get permission for,
oh,
because there's a lot of copyright things we have to take care of,
okay,
and Tammy Grave takes care of all that. So some of the ones that are a little bit more, I don't want to say esoteric, but they're not as well known. They weren't like world one hits.
yeah,
Are hard to get, and it takes forever. So some of those
oh,
we had to let go because we didn't know if we'd have rights by the time the show
by the
happened.
time.
Yeah.
You're kind of excited about reopening the courts. I looked it up. It's been about 20 months that it's been closed. Are you kind of excited about
Uh,
that?
I'm crazy excited about it.
Yeah,
First of all, I'm excited that Jordan Dice decided to come to Saginaw,
exactly.
because he's just terrific at what he does. And the other thing I was kind of excited about that Jeremiah mentioned to me the other day was I actually, after the restoration of Temple Theater, I did the first show there too.
Oh,
We did
oh,
Babes in Toyland with Pitt and Balcony.
oh
We had a
my God.
massive cast with Chet Ragoza and
Yep,
everybody,
yep.
and that opened that theater too. So I kind of like that.
There you go. Let's see what else you can open. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I see that there are concessions, obviously, but a cash bar too.
Yeah. The Saginaw Choral Society, because it's a 501c3 nonprofit, you're allowed to actually apply to the state for
Okay.
an event liquor license, and it actually brings in quite a lot of extra cash. So they do that every year. And it's it's Valentine's weekend. Everybody
Yep.
wants a cocktail.
And I need to mention, let's see, I said February 13th at 7 p.m.
Hmm.
and 14th at 3 p.m., correct?
Yes.
And
Yep, that is correct.
they can go. Anything else you want to say about the event?
Well, I just think that it's wrapped up. I think the idea of the Casey Kasem of American Top 40 parody, it's not just that. You're going to hear some great stuff going along with it, and I think that they'll have a really good evening, and the whole thing in and out From the time your butt hits the seat to the time you're walking down the aisle is an hour and 25 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Which is we try to keep it under hour and a half every year.
Right.
So,
right.
And
is it okay if people dress up like they did the last time?
Of course it is. Of course it is. Absolutely.
All right, I think that's it. Looks like a good show. I'm glad the Court Street Theater is back open and everything. Did you see he bought the Princess Boat Line?
Yep.
What's he gonna buy there?
So I can't wait to do the opening show for that.
Hey!
We'll start with the Ballad of Gilligan's Island.
Oh my God! I'm calling him right now. Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic, and from what I understand, I don't know if they've announced yet, so I won't. But they've hired an executive director for this place that I've known for years and is perfect for that space. Okay. So he's going to do a great job with them.
Okay, all right. I think that's it.
Okay, thank you, Janet. I appreciate it so much.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Janet, do you know? Can you hear me still?
Yep.
Yeah, the first review I got from you was 50 years ago.
No.
50 years ago. I thought about that today too. Thought, man, we've been together a long time.
You have done so much. Oh my God.
And you have too, my friend. And we appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
All right, you take care now. Bye-bye.